Hello, welcome back to another Marvel Snap video. In this video, we're just going to take a look at a handful of decks that have looked good early on into the new patch, new meta, and which could be meta, might not be meta. Some of them might need some real refining, some of them might just be trash. It's very early on into the new patch and the new meta, but I've been asked a few times what decks are good. So I thought I'd put out a video of some early takes on some decks. They might turn out to be great, they might turn out to be bad. Only time will tell. I'll have a more in-depth look at 5 top decks of the week on Sunday. Every Sunday I'll release a video that shows gameplay of the 5 best decks I've played this week, or I've seen. So that's when I'll be more in-depth. So this is just a quick look, give people some idea of what decks look strong right now and you should be trying. So we start with a ramp list, a Sandman ramp list. It's got leader in it because the card's back in this type of deck. If you wave Sandman people and they can only play 1 card, leader copies that card, which makes it great, makes it back. He's not super strong that it'd be in every deck. He's probably just going to go in Sandman wave type decks. I've got Jeff the Shark in here because new card and you can play him with Sandman. If you were the Sandman on 5, and then you could Jubilee and Jeff. There's a couple of different versions running around here, like with Ebony Maw in here, with Shabazz in here, because Shabazz works well with Jubilee. There's a few takes, but this is the one I went with, and it's worked really well for me. Next up, it's the big man himself, Galactus. This deck was on the rise before the patch, and I don't see any reason why it doesn't keep rising, which is actually really bad for the meta. We do not want Galactus to be a top deck, because it's just a playstyle, right? He just gets it down, there's nothing you can do. You see it coming a mile away, and if you don't have an answer, you better leave. So, I like Galactus as a deck, but it should never be near the top of the meta, because it's so... it's just so toxic to play against, because you can't do anything if you don't have a counter to Galactus. Anyways, this version here is the Nimrod one. You got your Shuri into Nimrod, and then you can Galactus, and you get some big old marshmallows. You know, you've got Null in case you want to like Electro Destroyer, then Null, or if you just get a Galactus down and drop Null Death. You know, standard stuff. It's a pretty straightforward list. You know, it's Galactus. You know, not much more to say. You blow up all the lanes and win. Next up is a move deck with Jeff the Shark. Moves kind of in not in a great spot. It's not in a terrible spot. And with the leaked cards for June, which look amazing, move is gonna come up. So Jeff adds a little something to this deck. You know, being a 2/3 that can move. So you just kind of replace Nightcrawler in this list with Jeff. Then you've got an easy move to trigger Miles, to get a buff on Kraven. You know, it's a pretty decent list. You know, you've got Storm to lock him down, you've got Magneto to drag him around, Heimdall to move your stuff around, Shang-Chi to deal with any big stuff. It's an alright list. Move is probably like 1 or 2 cards away from fighting for a meta spot, but they're in an okay spot right now where you can still play him and do quite well. Okay. Next up is Shuri list, but it's the Sauron version. Fortunately, I don't have Sauron. I haven't tried this list, but this seems to be what I've seen. I don't really play Shuri. From what I've heard from other people is, you believe this could be the version now, the Sauron version. It was already creeping up just before the patch, and now it's probably in here. You know, you use Sauron to remove the effects of Maw and Mary, Red Skull, Lizard. You know, if you don't hit it, you've got 0. You do have armor in this version, so because Sauron's a free, you can just get your armor out early, you know, protect some of your big stuff. It might not be the best version, but it's a version that I've decided to show because we've all seen a basic Shuri list, so I thought I'd show the Sauron version. And I hope this is a version that becomes meta, because, you know, Sauron's a cool idea. Okay, next deck We have a Thanos list. This is like a Thanos bounce lane control thing. So you've got the bounce package with Bishop and Beast and Hitmonkey. Fast to buff everything. Obviously you've got Thanos for the stones. You've got Professor X and Spider-Man to lock down locations. Valkyrie to hit a big boy. With a nerf to Shuri, you know where the Shuri target's going. So if they have initiative, bam, you just drop a Shuri Valk straight down or a Shang-Chi. It's pretty good. Yeah, not really much else to say about it. It's a different take on Thanos. It's kind of fun, you know. You bounce some stuff around, get a big Bishop, got a big Dino because your hand's full. Yeah, pretty good. And lastly is just a She-Hulk list that shouldn't be affected by any of the changes. Wasn't buffed, it wasn't nerfed. Just a good little list. You know, you've got your Hitmonkey here, you've got your Quinjet. You get some one drops down, you pick them up, you moon girl them, everything that's 1 or 0. You skip and you have 2 She-Hulks for 1 cost each. Drop them down with like a Mysterio into a Hitmonkey. You've got a ton of power. Really strong. The end turn on this deck, crazy. Any She-Hulk stuff like this, turn 6 or 7 if you were in the Magic version, is just wildly crazy. It's so good. You end up dropping so much power. Okay, if you like this video, don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll catch you on the next one. Also, let me know which one of your decks you like, and I will catch you on the next one. Peace.